Good morning. This past Sunday I enjoyed watching the Denver Broncos playing the Las Vegas Raiders. And unfortunately the Broncos lost by one in the last couple seconds. I've been a Broncos fan for years and years, and it's been fun cheering for them, and I learned some interesting stories about some of their players. Dalton Risner happens to be an offensive guard for the Denver Broncos. It's his second season. An interesting thing about Dalton is that he was born in Wiggins, Colorado. Now, Wiggins, Colorado has a population of 893. And it just so happens he comes from a family of 5 boys. 5 boys. They're a good family. Mom and dad, they're very involved in the community. Father coaching all kinds of the athletics and sports that their kids are involved in. Mom was involved too. But it's interesting, Dalton was talking about his mom and said, she really cared about 2 things. 1, how do you treat other people? Are you being kind to other people? And secondly, you better make good grades. He said those are 2 things she really looked at all the time. How are you treating other people? Are you being kind? Are you being nice? Are you making your grades? The family was a real family of faith. They were in church every Sunday. They worked hard on a farm, though his parents both had other jobs as well. No, they were a family that grew up and had great dreams, and Dalton just always seemed to love caring about other people. In the end, he got a scholarship to Kansas State University, and there he went off and starred at Kansas State. And so when he graduated, along came the NFL draft, and he was drafted by the Denver Broncos. To be drafted by the team you cheered for all your life, to be drafted by your home team, that was such a thrill for him. He got a huge contract. He's excelling and doing so well. But that's not why Dalton Risner is a special person. No, he's the first one to say, you don't measure your life by your accomplishments. You measure your life by the joy that you bring to others. It's why he's so very involved in so many things like Big Brothers and Big Sisters. It's why he is a counselor at Camp Hope. It's why he volunteers at Special Olympics. It's why he's always going to the hospitals to visit with the children. It's why at a young age, in his 20s, he's already started a foundation, his own foundation called Risner Up. A foundation dedicated to helping children rise up, to be their best that they can be and find their potential. Now, I loved very much when you go to his website and look at his foundation. He has a quote on it that says, each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace. It's actually from 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 10. Each of you should use whatever your gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace. That's what he's doing. To understand that you measure your life not by what you've accomplished, by the joy that you've brought to others. What is your gift? How is it that God could use you to bring joy and bless the life of another? We all have those gifts, and we all will have those opportunities if we are open. If we are asking God to use us and have our hearts and eyes open, God will use us to bless life. I read a quote recently. It was a question, and it simply said, if God were to answer all of your prayers, whose life besides your own would be different? Are you and I really asking for God to use the gifts that we have been given? To use God's grace to be a blessing to others? This is our year. We are going to love our neighbor, no exception, and let God use each of us to make a difference in this world. Have a great day.